think that that kind of television, the television that you made, is extinct, has gone extinct. And, you know, would you be able to make the Dick Cavett show in today's media environment?
That's an interesting thing. Both CBS Sunday Morning last year sometime and a very interesting article that wowed me in the New Yorker called The Dick Cavett Show on Television examined the idea of, was it something of that time that made such a show possible? I just did my best to imitate Jack Paar and Johnny Carson as far as I knew what to do. And I never tried to do a different kind of show, just anything that interested me beyond show business. Though I loved the show business people I had on. Loved Robert Mitchum. He was such an incredible man. He, a great underappreciated actor, should have had an Oscar. And a poet. I had to draw this out of him.
Yeah, yeah.
The fact that he wrote an oratorio that was done at Hollywood Bowl. You couldn't name any modern or ancient writer that Mitchum had read. But he avoided that image, or it's kind of pushed it aside. But
He had a great deodorant, too.
are you related to him?
That's phenomenal interviews on these DVDs.
Before we close...
Oh, we're far from closing. I think...
Come on back down the aisle. We're still going.
I think people would spend all night here with you if they could.
Half the audience at least must be still here. I can't tell them why.
You know, a girlfriend once spent $150 to get me into the Cafe Carlisle to see Woody Allen play clarinet with the Eddie Davis New Orleans Jazz Band for my birthday.
Wow, I hope you got her name.
$150, Dick. You've been a close personal friend of Woody's for over 50 years.
God, is that true?
I'm curious, what does he charge you?
Do you mind my laughing at you?
I don't mind at all. I wish the audience would join you. No one gets us, Dick. No one gets us.
I'll work alone from now on. I met Woody because I was sent while posing as a booker on the Jack Paar show until they could get a new opening on the writing staff. So I booked people and interviewed them. And they said, go to the Blue Angel. There's a new kid working there. And he wrote for Sid Caesar when he was 14. Or no, 16, 17. Teens. Sid Caesar, a god of comedy of the time. And I hated him immediately because he wrote for Sid Caesar. And I didn't have a job and was a starving talent coordinator on the Paar show. And I went and saw him. And it was the day George S. Kaufman's obit was in the Times. He had died, obviously. That's when they put your obit in, of course. And we said, let's go to the funeral tomorrow. Woody didn't for some reason. I never asked him why, but I did, and that's where I met Groucho. It was an overflow crowd. Every legend I ever heard of in show business was in Frankie Campbell. And I looked across this little overflow room I was in, and there was Groucho Marx right in front of me with a cigar, not lit, not lighted. And that's how we met. I followed him out. I heard a rather low, rather tough sounding woman's voice say, hello, Groucho, I'm Edna Ferber. And if you're old enough, one of you at least, you can see why I thought at that moment, I'm not in Nebraska anymore, Toto. Groucho, Edna Ferber, there's Moss Hart, there's the great Dorothy Field, songwriter, Hammerstein, and Groucho walked to the corner with a comedian named Abe Burrows, who was also a musical writer, and Art Carney from the Gleason Show. And they left him there, beautiful day, 79th and Park, tell a lie, 5th. And I went over and I said, hello, Groucho. I was really prepared with the right thing to say. I'm a big fan of yours. And he said, well, if it gets any hotter, I could use a big fan. That was the beginning of our relationship.
Yeah.
But Woody.
Somehow we veered back to Groucho.
Yeah.